What's going on, Skullbrains? Welcome to another episode of Skullbrain TV. My name is Scott, and in this episode, we begin the Ancestral Challenge for book number 2. But before we get into that, how did you go with the challenge for book number 1? Were you able to find Shumi and Shubi? If not, they were here on the inside cover, and they're also here on page number 4, hiding under this tree. And how'd you go with finding the pieces of the Evil One's mask? If you saw them, they were here apparently on page 2. Now, if this is the one they're talking about, I can't really say that's hidden, but it also appears hidden under this tree in page number 9. Also, how'd you go with the Monsters and Magic cards? If you guessed that Sumar was based on Nyanya, you are 100% correct. Good work. Alright, let's get into the Ancestral Challenge for book number 2. We are going to be looking for Shumi and Shubi again, and also in this issue we have to find 3 pieces of the Evil One's mask. As for the Monsters and Magic cards, take a listen to these 2 myths, and think when you're watching the episode who the Tolosh might be based on. First up, we have the Gillikango. And in this one, it's a false welcome at the water's edge. Grassy riverbanks and cool crevices may offer a treacherous welcome, for these are the abode of the feared Gillikango, which love to lounge and play amidst the lush reeds and ferns that grow at the water's edge. The creatures are nimble and quick-witted, with sharp black eyes. Their squat bodies are covered in slinky fur, the colour of baked earth, and a stiff quiff grows on their heads. Yet knowing all this may be of little use, for Gillikango possess a power which has been sought by many and achieved by few. They can become invisible. There lies the source of their evil repute. If a Gillikango falls into the hands of a witch, she can bend it to her will and use it to help her with her evil works. As soon as she seizes the Gillikango, the witch shears its head, for she knows that without its hair, it has no willpower. Then she sends it forth to do her bidding. Under cover of invisibility, the creature slips into houses and sprinkles poison on food, spreads illness, and brings quarrel and discord. If left free, however, Gillikango are merely playful and mischievous. They enjoy minor havoc and the company of children, whom they like to treat to wonderful feasts and exciting adventures, but even then, Gillikango can bring unwitting danger. In their ordinary form, they resemble small children in size and behaviour. Misguided adults have been known to mistake a child for a Gillikango and kill it. Brutal. Also, we have in this issue, Rusalki, the ghostly appeal of water spirits. It is whispered that powerful spirits haunt many pools and streams. They are the ghosts of young girls who drowned and became one of the pitiless Rusalki, or water maidens. Such ghostly maidens appear in many guises. The loveliest are as sweet as spring, draped in dresses of mist. But some drowned girls are not so lucky. They turn into terrifying hags. Their skin rots and becomes grey, their eyes bulge in dreadful menace, and their wet, tangled hair hangs sadly about their pale faces. The mere sight of these spectres can strike fear into the stoutest heart. Danger from water maidens is the greatest in the winter-time, when they spend long months dwelling in rivers and ponds. At a whim, they can bewitch man or child. As the Rusalki rise from the cold, misty water, they call to their victims in imploring voices. Their prey cannot resist such pleas. They wade in after the sprite and barely feel the cold bite of the river. As they take the maiden's icy hand, she pulls them into the dark water. She takes them down further and further until they drown and join them in death. Some Rusalki even rejoice in inflicting drawn-out tortures upon their unhappy victim. Thus do water maidens hold dangerous powers. Travellers should always carry the known talisman against their witchery, a sprig of wormwood, the charmed herb used to ward off enchantments. Now, the Rusalki are from Slavonic countries and the Gillikango are from southern Africa. So see how you go guessing who the Tolosh were based on. In the pinned comment below you can find a link to download the letter tokens that came with this issue. Once we have all 26, we're going to be given a clue to help us form them into a phrase that will give us a hint on how to destroy the Evil One's power. So, good luck with this week's challenge, enjoy the next issue of the Ancestral Trail, and until next time, stay tuned and stay skull-brained.